Hello? Check, check. Yeah, I can hear her in my headset. Test.
Okay.
Can we move it?
What? We have two monkeys?
Blowing up my freaking Cabo right now.
You can see stuff.
Disorderly it, but it's a draw
Hard. And, of course, we can't make any predictions off of jam number one, but both teams doing a really good job of trying to assert the dominance. Right now, the pack is sitting in turn 4. We're getting some whistles, and the jam is called.
And it looks like we actually started that out there, Fluffy Joe in the penalty box. So that was a jammer penalty. It was a power jam. Lovely new addition to our scoreboard is telling us who has penalties and how much time. So actually, this is going to be a jammer flip-flop immediately because Bicho was called on a penalty right at the end of that. Looks like it was a cut track. So score points. No, I've seen Floppy Joe skate a lot, so this is a fast skater. I predict that there's going to be at least one scoring pass here before Beachover is released from the penalty box. I'm manifesting it.
Oh, there you go. And definitely so 4 points put on the board. Floppy Joe picking it up very quickly, as you mentioned. And great job overall. I think that they're catching up pretty quickly, and game does come to a close. And I believe they shut out the disorder.
They did. That was a 5-0 jam. So we already have part of the world where it is 5 o'clock somewhere. You can lift your glass and take a quick swig of your tasty beverage. I mean, here, and time change. Woo, that time change is killing me.
Yeah, we're in Pacific time zone for those, keeping track at home. Also, just Dave from Disorder picking up the lead jammer position.
And that was really nice offense there. I believe that was by the pivot Party Boy. Kind of cleared out that path. It was just nothing but daylight for Dave and squeak past for that lead jammer position. Race City, already taken some visits to the penalty box. It looks like we just had the pivot release, a blocker release. Pivot is still in
the chance for the Disorder to come through and kind of do another lead change for those doing stats at home. The pack right now hasn't made its full rotation yet. It's now just passing turn number 2, and I do see that Disorder is trying to take that front wall away from the Race City Rebels, which is pretty smart. Maybe slow them down a little bit.
Yep. Oh, look at Party Boy. Party Boy just kind of going chest to chest with Razor. Realizes that there was potential for a out of play call, kind of yields. Razor completes the initial, but Dave was in control, gets points, calls it off.
Oh, great work there. And I want to give a shout out to Rowdy on Race City Rebels. He did such a great job trying to control.
And, I have to say, I get to see these skaters a lot in the last few years. Disorder currently skating with 12 members total here. So they're coming in with a short roster.
Not only that, they don't have coaches.
Nope.
I mean, they're coaching each
other. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yeah. They're a fantastic little group of skaters. Like, when I first saw them skate in 2023 at IHOD, and it just was like, it is that hive mind. They kind of work as they're their own little unit, and they just move together so well and just kind of swarm and control the opponents that they play. And it works against every team and teams that are sizably larger than them. So they're awesome.
They're just such a fantastic team, especially in strategy, because they have to govern themselves right now. And then you can even see how their bench is played out. They're very just know where to go at any point.
And they have that derby mind. Like, their muscle memory is insane. But
first lead, I believe you're right.
Okay.
Is this the first lead?
We're going to producer Leroy. Thank you, Leroy. But that was a nice strategic move. It's a trap. Got out. Got into scoring position. Disorder actually was not out of the pack. I love this for everybody. Oh, and look, my friends, they're at the pivot line, my favorite place in the world. You can tell I'm Derby Dino because,
Triforce back, holding back Floppy Joe, and doing a great job at it at the pivot line. In the front wall, you will see some Race City Rebels. They weren't full strength just yet. One in the box, and they're looking like they might have another one for direction of gameplay. So a little bit of a do-si-do there for Race City Rebel. That'll be their captain, Doc Flatlaner, taking a seat.
Yep. And out of the pack with lead is Dave. Looks like we might have had a bit of a star stash there from Floppy Joe. Pushing Dave off the track, but Dave knows I'm in control of this. I'm going to go ahead and call it off.
I can do what I want.
Yeah. You can't tell me what to do.
You're not the boss of me. Shout out to our officials. Want to let you know about eggs.
His name's Jimmy Chancla. At any point, does Jimmy Chancla have a chancla on, and is it going to be hurled at somebody? I hope so.
Give the people what they want. They want to see it. We also have Wildside, Huggins, and Asylum, as well as Indiana Pale Ale. So we'll get some more amazing officials to you as the game progresses.
Alrighty, and first time out seeing Kevin Ader with a nice big enthusiastic person in all of the MRDA. Last year he won the Evan Batwing Jones Award for his sportsmanship. Actually, not last year, 2 years ago. He presented it to the new winner from last year. So
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, he loves this sport so much. He dedicates so much time. He coaches so many teams within Mexico.
That's wonderful. All right, if you're just joining us, you are seeing Race City Rebels in the green and black, Disorder in white. The score right now, Race City Rebels at 11, Disorder at 22, and we are in Jam 8. Pervasa escapes with the lead jammer position.
Isn't that perfect? Jam number 8 and Perversa is number 8.
Heck yeah.
So
it works out.
And also, I want 8 points. Get 2 scoring power. Manifest it. Manifestation. Because they can't hear us. We are on the broadcast only, so manifestation.
And if you're looking at us in the little corner there for the picture-in-picture, we're wearing our flannel, our Forest Friday.
It is Forest Friday.
So we're happy to have you. So if you're...
so that we know that you and our social media manager is watching those and will be reposting and making sure that we're able to get 4 points. So...
Half of 8,
divisible by 2. So 4 there on the board. Disorder in the lead, 26. I've seen all the, the laser focus, and it just like a boomerang hits the person and then comes back. Like I very much want to see this happen.
All right, lead jammer is awarded, and Disorder is doing a great job here, prevailing in the lead jammer position status. Davidu Distu is the lead jammer of record for Disorder right now.
In a scoring pass, picks up those points. Oh, Party Boy. Party Boy, such a fierce blocker. Rolling back there, trying to meet up with Mr. Nitro to capture number 17, Shaggy, get that goat there. But Disorder was able to keep an eye on that track. Great track awareness. Saw that It's a Trap was being released from the penalty box, gets the second scoring pass and calls it off.
Timeout is requested by Race City Rebels. We'll take a moment here to finish our officials.
Yeah.
You'll all in your grill and bread pool.
All in your grill. Oh my goodness. I am so in love. When we come to these events, Derby has made my ability to create puns so wealthy. And everything I do now have
our friend here. And wow, it's been 6 lead jam positions dominated by Disorder, where you've seen Disorder take that lead jammer position. So you're seeing the real upswing here for the Disorder.
Yeah, and you can also see penalty-wise, don't want to manifest this, but Disorder with 2 skaters with each 1 penalty each. Mm-hmm. Race City sitting a little deeper jammer on the track.
Please and thank you.
So important. Number 1 of roller derby is the team with the most points. The team with the most points wins, and if your jammer is not on the track, you don't get points. So.
Oh, and we were just talking about this. Pink, what did you do? The announcer curse
I said
prevails.
I was like, I am not manifesting this.
Yeah.
And I did. I'm sorry.
Universe wasn't listening to that part. Okay, so what just happened here on the track is that Race City Rebels lost Floppy Joe to the penalty box, so power jam moment now for Disorder. Just statistically more what we'll see from them.
Yeah.
And so I feel like if they can really kind of pull it together, hopefully before the score.
iPod at the front of Kid and Rowdy, and I believe that's Harmstrong in that pack. No, it might not be Harmstrong. Sorry, I can't quite see. But they have just basically been pushing Disorder side to side. Nice work for at least 15. We're maybe looking on 20 seconds. We've just now made it past turn number jammer to be released from the penalty box.
And I really like how Disorder is playing very patient.
Mm-hmm.
They're really taking their choices blocker to the box as well. And awesome work there by Kill V Mame on Disorder, also doing some defensive assists. Great work overall.
Yeah, that was great. And we're actually going to start this jam number 10 with a full shout out to one of our lovely sponsors. The 2025 MRDA Championships is sponsored by 5 Stride. 5 Stride will be vending here at MRDA Championships to be your go-to pit stop for skaters, officials, and fans for all Northeast Portland. So, yeah, be sure to check that out. Pick up some gear online or, if you are planning on coming here at some point throughout the weekend, which you should, if you have the opportunity, watch this live and in person, you can visit the...
I'm going to predict that this official timeout might have been because I could have sworn there was a call at the end there for a penalty.
Yes. And it does look like we are getting some track maintenance too there. Thank you to our volunteers for helping keep the tape taped. And so our skaters are aware of the boundaries here, where they need to stay inside of. We don't want any cut tracks from anybody there, and we don't want them to roll away with that tape.
Yeah, and right now we're heading into jam number 11, Kevinator, far behind Kevinator. And this is a very quick little race here.
Yeah, it is. And Disorder actually losing Party Boy to the penalty box. So there is hot on the heels and goes ahead and calls it off. So we have a pointless jam, but never pointless. They're strong blockers, but you want to make sure that you are out there at full strength when you've got somebody like Razor jamming.
Beachel on that jam line coming off really quick, picks up lead jammer position for Disorder. Outside tries to call off the jam, but I think Ray City picking up 3 anyway. Oh my gosh. And
I think that's the first time Blint has jammed.
Third.
My goodness, it's all going by so fast.
I don't even remember yesterday.
I really don't. Newcastle last year for champs, I dealt with the time change to British summertime so much better to Pacific time. Clearly, I am meant to be in the cold, rainy England instead of the cold, rainy Pacific Northwest. But it's lovely here. I truly do. Disorder up against a Floppy Joe. Floppy Joe. Oh, penalties. I think that's a forearm call being sent. Coming around into scoring position while Dave still trying to complete that initial. Oh, Dave with a little trickery there. Kind of rolls back and then gets the speed, runs up on that outside. Does get to turn 2, but gets just enough room, a little there with a hop out of the pack, and for an additional 4 points for Floppy Joe. Yes, welcome to Forest Friday. Announcers, we have themes,
And is this streaming just on YouTube, or is this all
any other links? There is apparently a lot of folks trying to scam us out there. So if you're going to some link that tells you to give them $,
going to log on and see if you have any comments or shout outs or questions for us to see if you can let us know what's going on in your neck of the woods. Also, just let us know what you're watching here. Who's your favorite? Shout them out. Let us know. We'd love to know what that is.
Absolutely.
All right. I want to give a shout out to CV that for premiumizable roller derby and team sports apparel. Their jerseys and gear combine top tier performance.
Oh, nice. So I guess if you're playing outdoors, then you are protected. You're not going to get a sunburn, healthy skin going into their adult.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Protect the skin you're in.
Yeah.
All right. We are back with number 11 on Race City Rebels. You know them as. Oh, it's not number 11.
I think that was number
17. Yeah.
Shaggy.
So.
And it always confuses me. My home team is Pittsburgh Roller Derby.
Yeah.
And we have a Shaggy on the Undead. And I always look at that. I'm like, it's been a minute since I saw Shaggy.
So it does take a minute for us to, especially when there's dual names out there. It's a Trap did attempt an Apex jump up and unfortunately landed, I think, a back block situation. So a low block. There we go.
And I think
you see that on the replay.
Yep, I see that on there, the low block. So this is going to be a power jam for Kevinator, which also then erases the lead jam status that It's a Trap had earned. So we will go to the end of the jam. Ready. That's 3 passes. And, another 36 seconds. But again, this blocking from Ray City is phenomenal. You've got Harmstrong and Grimace. I believe, Shaggy out there. So they're again doing that great outside and gets called on a forearm.
Well, there you have it.
I'm that meme now of the little girl shaking her brush and we have the same bangs.
Oh, there you go. So again, extending their lead just a little bit. But Ray City Rebels are hanging in there. They're doing a great job despite all the penalty trouble here. And we have Stretch Armstrong sitting at 5 penalties already, and there's still 9 minutes left in the half.
And that's just the half.
That's the first half.
We have an entire second half to go. Yeah. So, in roller derby, you can have 7 penalties, and on that 7th penalty, you will have to relieve yourself of duties and not play for the rest of the game. You'll be able to come back for the remaining games when advancing or in the other bracket, the non-winners bracket. I just hate saying losers bracket.
Yeah.
Like, everyone has worked so hard in this year to get here that I hate calling it a losers bracket.
Agreed. Razor trying to cut through this pack here in between turns 3 and 4, trying to get back in play. Does a great job of doing so, and I believe still has no
There you go.
Kevinator picks up that lead jammer position.
Nice work by Kevinator. That tenacity, just pushed through and kind of again did the little.
A lot of static courtesy of Doc Flatliner from Race City, forcing that call off. That was really tough, but Kevinator is one of the highest.
Mighty just kind of went out there and had a little question or maybe suggestion for one of the referees, and then headed back to the bench. Coach Tiny and Mighty.
Oh my God, they need to write a book on like how to keep that happening. That's amazing.
And to have that and play, in roller derby,
yeah,
up against Diamond. Diamond was your MVP overall blocker at last year's 2024 Matrix maneuver there by Bicho, able to stay inbounds. Penalty being called on Diamond, so that leaves the furthest forward blocker, I think that was Wham Bam, out of play. Had to let Bicho go, so gets that score.
Aggressiveness with it is amazing.
Yeah, Diamond just was, still was a member of Team USA and skated at the World Cup in Austria.
Yeah. Yeah, great replay work here too by our production team.
Thank you.
Together.
This is a massive venue, and we're only using like half of it,
or maybe even a quarter. I
yeah,
think.
yeah.
All right, so we're back in full strength. 1 in the box. That is Diamond, just waiting to get out. 2 more seconds. You see that on the new update for the scoreboard. I love that.
Cyclone of Disorder blockers, but Disorder able to push Floppy Joe to the infield and complete that drawback to. Yep, I had a word in my brain, and then my brain said, "No, thank you. Stop. You don't know what that word is." but
trickle into the second straightaway. Perversa on the outside line, forced to recycle, and does take her time doing so. We had some penalty whistle funsies in the second straightaway, it looks like.
Yeah, that looks like that was.
It's the other blocker for Disorder. Can't see the far away in the corner, but
yeah, my glasses are good, but they're not that good.
Great job here by Race City Rebels. I think they're trying to keep their composure because like a 31-point differential, not unbreakable.
No,
right?
No,
That's
absolutely
totally recoverable for them. We are going to get a team timeout courtesy of Race City.
Yeah, I mean, definitely not. We're only in the first half. We still have a second half of roller derby, and then another, and you've caught up. So it's all within reach, within these,
So, yeah, I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, it's very possible.
And it's only day 1, so everybody has to get their skate legs.
Well, that this is a seriously international tournament. We've got teams from France. We've got teams from the UK, Mexico, the continental United States. It is a pretty amazing collection of one team that could not accept. So we're short one, but then we had 2 teams who competed in Boston at their respective brackets in New Hampshire to gain a spot here at the tournament. So amazing.
I love that. And I like the history also behind it, how these teams got here. And kudos to those that have traveled from outside the U.S.
My big trip was like, I'm just going to go. No, you're going to.
Jinx, Pinky, back trackside. Race City Rebels, Razor taking that lead jammer position. The pack is just settling down between turns 1 and 2. Race City Rebels trying to take that front wall. Nice work here, but Doc Flatliner. Yes. In the second straight. Now out an eligible score.
Yeah. Nice jam there. Traveled to Ireland to try out for the Ireland team in Orleans, France, hosted by Toulouse. So that's going to be very exciting.
Is that in 2020?
2026.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And again, there's that little like hive wall there, just perfectly in sync. There's so, and Blint able to get out. Did take the star off, got it back on, but the jam is called off. Completely doable. Second half. I mean, this has already been intense, but I feel like the second half is going to be
penalty trouble.
Yep.
That's going to be the biggest thing
Yep.
for them. I mean, we're talking about how Disorder doesn't have any coaches on their bench. Race City Rebels has Dan 5 foot, Tiny, and Kellican.
Yes. Yep.
So that's kind of another difference there between the two teams. They
Yeah.
have
5 foot assassin is engaged to Treblaca. So
I love
Yes.
this. The behind the scenes
Yes.
of the scenes. Oh,
if
tell me.
somebody from Race City tells you there's something that they would like you to announce, double check, because Tiny is a prankster. I learned at NAQ
Yeah.
I learned at, was it NAQ? It was at Battle of Bunker Hill, that they're a team of pranksters.
Oh,
Yeah.
bring it.
They were telling me it was people's birthdays, that it was not birthdays. They asked it to Kellican, who is relatively new to Race City and thought it was true, and then
Yeah.
came and told us. And we were wishing happy birthday to Doc, and Tiny came over and said, "It's not Doc."
Stepped it up that much of a
yeah.
level. So
Oh, yeah.
I will be
Oh, yeah.
I will be vigilant.
And have you seen their creepy doll?
Oh gosh. No, I don't want to see it.
You don't want to see it at Dawn of the Derby, and I was like, please don't do
Please
that.
stop that.
I don't want to be haunted. Okay, so we are at the half. What kind of stats do we have going on here?
Leroy helps me sound really smart.
Yay. Thank you, Leroy.
So the jam leads so far for Disorder. And then Floppy with 24 points. And then Kevin Eater with 23.
Wow.
So
technically, Disorder's in the lead, and truly, that's penalties. That's all, because we've had so many jammer penalties on the Race City side.
Right.
Time, come together moment, some meditation, discussion.
Deep breathing.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. We're going into the half details. I see somebody coming our way. Yeah. Can we get?
Chicago, Bruise Brothers, you better be watching. And we're getting some official review information from our
out of play block from the Disorder pivot turn to jammer, so there was a star pass, while for knocking the Race City jammer down and out of bounds. All right, so they're going to discuss that during intermission. We will have the results when we come back, and we will see you in about 14, and we'll tell you how you did, and hopefully I can go find a cat while we're here.
meow.
Meow.